Hi, let's start the meeting. So, good morning. This is a oh wow, I'm loud. Am I supposed to be this loud? Um, oh, because my audio monitor usual stuff. I hope I still have the what is it called? The noise cancellation thing. Because if not, like I'm hearing some. Yeah, okay, I do have noise suppression. That's amazing. Yeah. So what is? Oh, it's going red. Um. Yeah, I don't know. Like this is always so strange. Like the uh the sound. What is it called? The sound level is strange. Like it's always strange. Like it's always either too loud or not loud enough. Yeah, but anyways, and you guys cannot hear this, of course, because I don't have my stream BGM yet. I mean, I was actually showing off the what is it called, the progress yesterday, but yeah, but by needs just a bit more work. But yeah, I was like I was saying. So what a way to celebrate Thanksgiving, right? I mean, to get one day closer to graduating, as always. So, yeah, we are continuing where we left off yesterday. By just so maybe I guess let me quickly recap and also say what is it that is on the screen right now. Hopefully, without saying so much, that just bores you guys. But then basically, there's this thing called KIC, Quantum Instrumentation Control Kit. Um, and this is, built by some other lab, but then our lab is talking with them about how to make what they are working on a bit better. So they have this very scary looking schematic. I mean, it's always been scary looking, but then it looked like. Let me see. If I can find the version before. Let me see. I think it's this, right? Yeah. So, oh, except GPU on fire. Yeah. So see, like this is where we started with. When we started, working with them. Um, and then now we are trying to make this look a bit easier to work with. By kind of making so there's less of this like blocks and wires going everywhere, because otherwise anyone who is unlucky enough to open this PDF is just going to get CC'd in real life for like 2 minutes. So yeah, so this is kind of what we are trying to make a bit better. And right now, the current progress is that right now it looks like assuming my thing loads. Long story short, it does not look any better. I guess it does a little bit, right? So we have a lot more blocks, and now we've merged some of these blocks into here. But then this block now look terrifying. So we are going to make this block look slightly less terrifying today, which we started yesterday, and now we are going to continue. Yeah. Okay. So with that said, let's start. Let's officially start. Okay. And chat, I guess. Okay. That is hopefully going to be the main what is it called? A main what is it called? Technical content of the stream. And now I hope I will be able to just not a oh, is it what I think? Ah, yeah, Kotohase, Koilo. This is amazing. I could barely hear it though. Let me just do this. Yeah, because yeah, this is a how I used to, or how I still keep myself zen while doing this, because otherwise, programming is hard. Okay, yeah. Right. So I guess speaking of Thanksgiving, so I mean, I don't know how to say. Like, I mean, I guess don't worry too much about me doing this nonsense, because like what I was yesterday, what I was saying yesterday. Basically, the thing is that like what is going on here? Okay, yeah. Um, like what I was saying yesterday, like I will, like this is kind of the life that I kind of chose for myself. I mean, I did not, actually choose. I mean, I talked about yesterday already, but it's basically, something that I just end up doing without, without having thought about it enough. But now I'm doing it anyways, and since I'm doing it, I just, kind of finish what I started and take responsibility, right? Yeah, yeah. So basically, this is what I do now. So and it's going to be worth it in the end for whatever worth it means. And because of it, like I don't really like don't worry too much about me doing this degenerate like working overtime during Thanksgiving thing. Yeah. But I guess the other thing is that a what is it called? Um like I'm supposed to go celebrate Thanksgiving with a friend, but then he says it's tomorrow. Um, I'm not sure if he typoed the day or if it's actually tomorrow. I don't know. So assuming he did not typo, I will be eating turkey tomorrow. But if he typoed, then who cares? Then I get one more day to stay home and program. So yeah. I guess the by the way, so I was doing VOD review on the what is it called on the first day like what is it called on one of the programming and FPGA streams. Actually, like, on one of the first programming and FPGA streams, and I was actually a bit surprised that I was actually able to talk like chat while programming to some extent. So yeah, but I feel like just now I'm not able to do that anymore because this is strange. No, but anyways, yeah. Speaking of Thanksgiving, so speaking of Thanksgiving, there was, I guess, how should I say it? Um, yeah, I guess yesterday when I was, near the end of playing World of Warcraft, I really forgot about it because really forgot I could do it because like there is actually Thanksgiving event in World of Warcraft, so I should have just instead of doing the theater uh, you know, hourly event, I should have, before I logged off, I could have streamed the Thanksgiving thing. But no, I mean, now it's a bit too late. I mean, in the sense that, it's not worth, having a separate stream to just get on World of Warcraft and do the Thanksgiving thing. So yeah, maybe some other time, I guess. So let me see. Is this what I think it is? Um, oh, this is right. Okay, good. Is the first one yeah, just quickly trying to not get too confused by this. I mean, I'm always confused, but anyways, yeah. So what was I saying about this? I mean, it's funny because I was saying just now that I'm able to chat while programming, and then I got confused and got a what is the term and just had to like focus on that thing for another moment like right away. But I guess that is why it is, right? So a this is this so the so the first thing is always going to be a source, and after that is all what is it called, or input. So this is, how should I say, this is output and all of that is input. Okay, good. Yeah. Sorry. Just wanted to make sure I'm doing the thing correctly. Yeah, I guess the other thing that I've seen some streamers do is that they don't, start when they what is it called? Like they don't start when the like on the start of the stream, but they just get started before like for example like if they are like streaming video games, then they would just at least get a video game run up and running, or maybe even get into a game in a post screen or whatever, before they actually do this before they turn on the stream. I think that might be one of the things that I could try doing now I think about it. Because if I did that, um, I guess the motivation is that a like in the previous, how should I say it? But wait, this is the correct thing. Yeah. Um, like yeah, so I guess in the previous, streams, I've always taken the wait, to becoming I should have fixed this. You know what? Let me just do this. Okay, yeah. Um yeah, okay, so where are we? I can get rid of this, get rid of that. Um I'm just going to do this while chatting, I guess. Yeah. So what was I saying? Yeah. So a lot of streamers they do let like they just got started off stream and then they turn on the stream whenever it's convenient, like when the time actually hits. But they start like just sometime before for whatever that is say convenient for them. And I think I might just have to do something similar because otherwise I just spend like the first I don't know X minutes of a stream just figuring out what to do and get situated, and then yeah. Oh, this is slightly scary-ish, but that's fine. Yeah, yeah. So what was I saying? Yeah. Otherwise, I just spend the first few minutes of the stream trying to get situated before I kind of actually finally get into a flow, and finally being able to chat. So yeah. But anyways, where are we? So I need to copy this. Even though I promised to not. Huh? Wait, there are two. DAC2. What is going on here? There are two. Um. Oh, one of them is not relevant. So it's only peripheral a reset and is what we want. Okay, yeah. Where are we? Oh, no. I think I just want to tag all of this, right? I think so. Okay, yeah. So, yeah. Otherwise, that just now happens, and then I have to figure out what is going on before going back to chatting. Yeah. So, I mean, I guess the other funny thing is that I ended up sleeping so early yesterday, and that's why I'm around now. Because I don't know, like after turning off everything, Oh, by the way, when I use the term OBS, this is just, the streaming software thing. So yeah, so when I turn off the stream or when I turn off OBS, I just couldn't, um, kind of had difficulty getting back to it. So I just went to sleep. Yeah, so that's why I'm just like up so early today, and do programming. Yeah. Oh, by the way, speaking of the sorry, just completely unrelated thing. Actually, before the stream today, just now, so I actually tried to play a bit on piano, and it actually sounds quite nice today. I think the main reason, as funny as it sounds, is because I cut my nails yesterday. Yeah. So maybe if I find some time today, maybe I should also do a piano stream. Yeah. But I guess there's always the possibility that my suitmate I mean, not suitmate, my former suitmate, I say too much. Oh well. Yeah, anyways, always a possibility that a guy gets back to me and says that, well, it was actually not supposed to be tomorrow, it's supposed to be today, the turkey thing. Then in that case, I will have to, have a shorter-ish stream and just leave. But yeah, I mean that is it's just what it is. I guess the other thing is oh wow, there's a lot. There's really a lot. Okay. So what was I saying? Um, yeah. Yeah. Sorry, this was my train of thought because I get mesmerized and sidetracked by what is on the screen. After all, I yeah don't program unless you guys want to program. Then do program. But yeah, I mean, I guess that's the other thing. Like, I feel like, I don't know, there's so many people who are, I mean, I guess, I'm not even sure if I should say including myself or not, but there's a lot of people who are, doing this not because they like it, but because it pays well. And I mean, there's nothing specifically wrong or right about it, because I mean, maybe I kind of I don't know, I respect that in some sense because I don't know, like in terms of Programming is, I feel like it's really or maybe just never enjoyable, and people do it because they either have something, I mean, always because they have something like some motivation, some external motivation that makes them think that is a that makes them think the suffering is worth it. Yeah. So with that said, I guess, I mean, people who are doing it for money, I mean, why not, right? It is a motivation, and it is, arguably not a bad motivation. I mean, maybe the reason I'm saying this is just that I'm just like a too lucky to not have to worry about supporting a family. um, I guess a mix of too lucky and also I guess personal life decisions. I guess. Oh, hello. Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Sorry, I'm not sure if I see the what is it called? If like how long ago was the chat message? But yes, thank you. Yeah. Got the distracted by. I'm not distracted by. Yeah, just like kind of look at my. Yeah, just poking at things on the stream on the screen. Yeah, but yeah, like I feel like I mean, yeah, this is a what was I saying earlier? Yeah, so I feel like maybe I'm also a bit lucky that I mean I actually I'm not sure if this is lucky or not, but I mean other people are in programming, or a lot of other people are doing this because it pays well, and now I'm doing it and it's not paying well. Or maybe one day it will pay well, I don't know. I guess the other question is how much I care, right? Maybe I won't. Maybe I don't, because I mean I guess this is basically what I say yesterday. Let the a what's it called? Let a uh well it's like, yeah, I think maybe, yeah, I don't know, different members of my family would be proud of different things, and I'm not sure. I mean, at the end of the day, I think I want to make some of them proud, but I don't know like which ones of them is maybe one way to put it. Yeah. But anyways, where are we? So yes, a we are doing. This is a peripheral one. Is the right one, right? Yeah, but anyways, yeah. I think I talked about piano thing, right? Yeah, yes, I did. Okay, yeah, yeah. So later I might, I might do a separate like piano or BGM writing or whatever thing. I don't know, because I feel like, yeah. So this is really funny because I mean this is supposed to be a like what people like supposed to be common sense. But my nails are always way too long for someone who's supposed to be actually playing the piano. And I cut my nails yesterday, and then this morning I was, playing a little bit, and it sounded so much better. So there's that. But yeah, completely lost my train of thought. Yeah, okay, so Thanksgiving Day. What were we talking about on Thanksgiving? Oh, right, right. It was about the like how long am I going to be streaming this for? Yeah, I don't know. So I mean, this is, I woke up early and I just kind of was doing this without a plan. Because yesterday I just a streamed for programming for like, I don't know how long I streamed yesterday. I think it was like 5 hours. Um, Let me see. I streamed like 5 hours of programming, and then I did longer World of Warcraft than I thought. But then, anyways, yeah, and then I went to sleep, and then what was I saying? Why did I mention that? I think it was like I was going to say something about the my train of thought just vanishes. This is bad. um, Mesmerizing. Yeah, yeah. So I don't know how long am I going to stream today. The thing is that I mean, okay. So I woke up early. Oh, right. That was what I was going to say, or where my train of thought left off. Yeah. So I basically went to sleep early yesterday, and then Let's just search. Oh, wait, is it? Is this good? Wait, is it? I feel like all of this is confusing. But anyways, yeah. So as I was saying, like I went to sleep early yesterday, so then now I'm here very early. But then and I know I want to probably be programming or be productive for a while. For how's it called? Yeah, I mean ideally also for like I don't know, assuming I don't get pulled away for this Thanksgiving thing, then I will, a what's it called? Oh, I probably should close a bunch of things. Close Discord as well. Close Battle.net because I'm just sharing my screen and the entire thing is very what is it called? Unsecure. But anyways, yeah. Yeah, I think I just have to do this. Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah. Where am I? Oh, yeah. Right. This is what I wanted to do. Okay. Yeah. Where are we? Where are we? Sorry. This is a restaurant. And then, which ones do I have? RST 100, RST ADC 2, DAC 2, ST DAC 2. So this is RSC DAC 2, RST DAC 2, and then this is RSC DAC 3. So paste and RSC DAC3, and then a what was the other one? Um, it's very scatterbrained. This is DAC2, DAC3, and a this one is what? This one is just this one is a 100 thing, yeah. So I need ADC2, yeah, which is 2 lines above. Okay, good. Yeah. Um, where are we? Wait, do I have the no, something is very strange. Let me see. It is because this thing is named very unconventionally. Okay, that is fine. So ADC2. So I just need to wait. I'm in Vim mode because of course I am. Okay, where are we? I need to check if things make sense. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, where are we? We're talking about the yeah, right. Plans for the day. So we are going to be productive for a bit, but then I don't know how long. Because I feel like at some point I might get pulled away for this Thanksgiving thing. I guess it all depends on if my friend has typoed the what is it called the date or not. So of course, if he typoed and it's actually today, then I'll just get pulled away and I will just call it like I don't know at like the 3 or 4 hours mark. Otherwise, I will have to eat. I mean, I already had breakfast actually, so I will probably just say what is it called um what is it called I will just. I mean, at some point I need lunch because I have a lighter breakfast. But I think if all goes well, I think I might be able to just microwave something and eat here and just keep going. Hmm. Yeah, or try to just finish the entire thing and then leave. Yeah. Um. Yeah. I guess the other things, the other question is like how ambitious do I? I guess like funny enough, I feel like there's actually a what is it called? There's actually a chance that I would be able to actually finish, uh, like basically everything that I have to do on this project, and then I can move on to some other project. So yeah, um, let me see. Where are we? This is like source final project TCL. Good. Um, Okay. Let's see. Where are we? Yeah, sorry, I should not be staring at this. I should just think of something else to check. Yeah, okay, so I think this is the funny thing that I don't know. Yeah, so there was this a period of time, like I was saying, basically like I don't know, all the way in like back in high school or whatever, where I would actually spend like all day chatting with with someone I was dating back then. But then, eventually we ran out of things to chat about. But but then I was still really attached to her, so it was kind of you know so it was like I don't know, like it was and I guess we just never found a good answer to that problem because it's like we want to hang out, but then there's also not much to chat about, and I feel like we might or might not have. I mean, of course, this has only been like 2 months. This streaming thing, so there's still plenty to chat about, but I just think that I don't know. One day we will reach that problem, and I think some streamers, like Ina, one of the drawing streamers I follow, like she also said, or someone who used to stream drawing a bit more, but yeah. Anyways, how should I say it? Like um, like was it that I wanted to say? Yeah, like she also mentioned once that she just kind of already chatted about everything that she wanted to chat about, and now she doesn't know like what to do in in drawing streams anymore. So yeah, I feel like I don't know, like one of these days, either we will hit the same problem, or I mean, or maybe even hit it sooner than we hope, or we need to stream something else, like I don't know, what is it called? Yeah, like stream the um I mean like video gaming or something. I guess I mean I'm always happy with like doing gaming streams. It's just what it's called. Sorry, uh, things went down the wrong pipe. Yeah. Oh, speaking of that, so yeah, sorry, this is really scatterbrained. Yeah, so I actually got this eggnog from the when I was doing groceries last time, and it actually tasted really nice. I mean, I've always loved eggnog, and I'm so happy that they actually like start selling it so early. I mean, I like it, but I think a lot of other Taiwanese, actually, I don't know about a lot, but I know some other Taiwanese people don't like it because it's very sweet. Yeah, but I know this is I think I just have to accept that it is very sweet and drink very slowly, and also have another separate drink while drinking it, and then I'm happy with it. Yeah. So I don't know. Just quickly write this. Um um I don't know. Um Kicked up. To kicked up. Yeah. Okay. Where are we? Yeah. Okay. So we are going to try to be productive as always. Good. Um, how do we be productive? This is scary. No, I want to look at pretty pictures, and when I say pretty picture, I mean not so pretty pictures, but still, the picture is always what guides us. What guides us, I think. Yeah. So where are we? We are going to say some. Yeah, sorry, I got distracted by the technical stuff again. Yeah, I feel like there is, I mean, I was just saying, basically, no, like there's I think I guess that is the other thing that's just like unavoidable with this kind of programming streams, that the pacing is always going to be very strange. So maybe I should just attempt to, get a, mm, yeah, I don't know. Mm, No, but I think that makes sense, like, because, I can always just try to say, yeah, maybe next time I can, no, I mean, I already did that. Yeah, I don't know, text introspection, and I don't know, not even introspection, just text a bit of thinking, I guess, to see how to do it right. But yeah, where are we anyways? We are looking at um yeah, we're just going to copy these very funny things while chatting a bit more, trying to chat a bit more, I guess. Yeah, so where are we? Like, I mean, Thanksgiving and stuff. I guess, oh, so I guess in terms of Thanksgiving, like, um, so I guess I don't celebrate most holidays, but Thanksgiving is actually, well, I mean, one that I kind of actually, um, I eat turkey, but I don't actually do Thanksgiving stuff. Like, I don't try to give thanks. I just eat. I mean, this why it is, right? Yeah. So well, this is actually surprisingly easy. So this is just this all the way up to 6. How do I? Okay, yeah, like this, I guess. Okay, and then what did I say I wanted to do? I feel like this is just okay. Yeah, sure, whatever. Oh, oh three. Um, yeah, this, and that. Yeah, okay. Oh, that just now was a maybe a perfect situation where I should be attempting to. Well, I guess yeah, I guess maybe I can still like. Well, I guess the thing is the programming thing is boring. Oh, I guess that is the what is it called? The this what the brief history of time was it? Yeah, like there's this a book by by one of the really what is it called, famous physicist, and I think basically he has the what is it called, his editor also. When he was writing a book, he also had these discussions with his editors, like how to make his content, more more accessible to every to the average person, and and kind of not scare his audience away. And I think one of the big takeaways that I've gotten from that, whatever, I don't know if it was interview or something, but like from from having read about it, I guess, is that basically every equation you put in the book basically cuts your the size of your viewers, like of your uh, cut the number of your viewers in half. Yeah. So basically, that is exactly what I'm trying to avoid, because I'm not trying to. Like, I'm not here to really care about programming. Like, I mean, that is because I know this is like the, if I try to a talk about programming, this would be the worst content ever. And I'm kind of here to to just attempt to show a different side of myself. So I really, yeah. So I really don't know. Maybe so yeah. I mean I can still like, so when I get confused by what is on the screen, then it becomes difficult, because like I don't want to just I don't want to just throw the same like questions and confusions I have at you guys, because then that is just going to yeah, be terrible content. Yeah, but then I guess the question is, what do I do, right? I don't know. I think this is, I guess that is a, how should I say it? Maybe one of the main reasons why World of Warcraft is kind of a dead game, in terms of, well, not just player, like a, what is it called, like a, not just the player base not growing, but also even the, what is it called, a even the a um what was it, the streamers not growing, and then a lot of streamers end up having to stream a lot of other things, or or just face the fact that they are never going to grow. um Yeah, like for example, like Peekaboo, right? He's like one of the top PvP streamers in World of Warcraft, but then was held back a bit by by the game, and then he started streaming like League of Legends, and then he and this is all hearsay, so I don't actually know the actual details, but I've heard that he switched to what is it called? um yeah, he switched to, well, not switched to, but he played League of Legends, and then he got a lot more, what is it called, viewers. Yeah. What do I, is there a way to make this look a bit easier? Because this is scary looking. I mean, the thing is that this is scary looking for all of you, but maybe I want it to be a bit less scary looking for me. Unless there's no way to let me see. Um yeah, I think there is actually. Let me try this. So yeah. So just trying to script this. Oh, okay. Yeah, wait, what? Oh, okay, good, yeah. Remove all, what is it called? Remove all assignments. Remove assignments all. Okay. No, I want to just take this and then just like do this. Anyways, yeah, where are we? I don't know. What are these things? I feel like I need. How do I do this? Oh, oh, these are all booleans, right? No, they are not. They should not be. Maybe I can pretend they are all booleans. Um, no, I don't want to. So what is it just data? Maybe I can try data, right? I mean, worst case, it didn't go through. Sequence of data, and then I just say, anyways, yeah, I should not, uh, oh, yeah, I guess the other thing is, I don't know, there's always, I mean, I don't want to say always, but there's actually, I think I talked about it last time as well. Basically, yeah, there is this what is it called? That people sometimes look up to others who are good at what they are doing, or who are like strong or whatever. I mean, either like physically, like people who are buff, although I don't know bodybuild. I mean, never been into that community, or just like being very good at what they are doing, and being heroic, I guess, like firefighters and stuff. And I feel like this is kind of the other image that I I don't know. I feel like I just some need to think about it a bit more carefully, but it might or might not be a image that I might be happy to have. If I can get there, by just saying that you know, this good? Might be, yeah. This good? Yeah, it is. Okay. So how do I? Okay, yeah. I think this is how I do it. And then yeah, hope this works. And then hope this works as well. Yeah, but where are we? Yeah, so I feel like this is a oh, I don't want to put this here. I want to put this here, and I want to put this. Just quickly trying to figure out what to do for the next, like, I don't know, for the next like few minutes before I can go back to chatting. I guess the maybe one way I can say it is that I'm just trying to write some code that I will be able to start copying in a bit. Why is it not working? Hmm? No, like I'll copy this and I put it here, and then this is sequence. Yeah, and this is what? Why not? Is this not too many arguments for this? No, I've only one. Do I not should I just save? Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay. Where are we? Um. Right. Okay. So I guess the yeah. No, like I guess funny thing is that what else do I chat about here? I don't know. Yeah, I feel like this is I don't know, like I should have thought a bit more about like what are good conversation topics before. I don't know. I guess I just want to be here and hang out, but then there's always, yeah, I feel like maybe I'm actually impressed by some streamers who are actually able to, just chat for, have like all of these long chatting streams, like Yukihana Lami, for example. Like, I mean, of course, there's a lot other ones as well. I don't know, she's just the first one who came to mind. Actually, yeah, maybe I should just watch more of those chatting streams to kind of figure out what they're talking about. But I guess the other thing might not be that those people like those streamers, they have an audience, so they can kind of banter with their audience, and that is maybe what I currently don't have right now. I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah. Oh, I guess that is. I don't know. One thing that is a bit. How should I say it? Like one thing that there's just no good way to practice. For like I feel like yeah, a lot of this like streaming things is kind of like that, right? That there's no real way to practice except, except by doing and maybe creating not so good content. And I feel like that is kind of what is happening right now. And I guess the other really unlucky things is that like right now I feel like I don't know, I feel like my skills are not even like what is it called? Are not even growing in the even way. Like a how should I say this? Okay, this is generating the exact same thing, which is good. Yeah. It's basically, like a I guess maybe the most obvious thing I can say is that I mean right now I still have a lot of audio issues during the like for the streams, so basically, like I might be improving in some other, some other areas, but because I'm just held back so much by the audios being, by there being so much audio scuff, that there's just no, that just completely overshadows all of my other, I don't know, improvements and everything else I've been working on. But I think, I mean, that is not, at least I kind of don't see that as as a real difficult issue. Because I feel like, I mean, I guess yeah. So I guess I'm just mentioning it because this is something that I've noticed, but not necessarily something that I need to how should I say it? Need to do anything differently about. Like I mean, I'm already fixing audio issues and things like or at least slowly fixing it. And yeah, and I'm still improving in other areas, even though it's not that noticeable because, like what I was saying, it's all overshadowed by the more glaring issues. But I feel like one day it will, all be wise. I mean, of course, this is all hopeful thinking, but I feel like one day I will be, decent at a yeah at uh just all the required skills for all the streaming skills, I guess, for lack of better a yeah. So I guess that is the other a what is it called? Like, yeah, I guess this is the other thing that I really don't fully understand because I feel I just haven't had enough social experience. Like, is I don't know, like, oh, I guess now I think about it, maybe I just need a bit of need a bit of thoughts because there are these like conversation cards that people just rely on when they have nothing to talk about, right? So I guess we can talk about weather because that is like the what is it called, the the s- not most boring thing ever, or is it? I don't know. Yeah, I guess that is the funny thing because like for us who are like I don't know like I don't want to use the term chronically online, but like for lots of us who are do I? No, I feel like I don't want to do this. Wait, this is I don't want to do this, right? But or do I? Let me see. I feel like something is wait, something is very strange here. No, so there is. I thought one of them uses a different clock. Oh, ADC, DAC, and then this is ADC again, and this is ADC again. Okay, good. Yeah, so I'm just going to copy and paste code in a slightly better way. So I'll just do this, and then I will do a search and replace, right? So what I should do? Oh, I pasted the wrong place, and I do a search and replace from here to here and then a 2 to 3 and then why is it not no like this, right? And then I can get rid of this. Okay, yeah, where are we? Make things look a bit more concise because this is already bad enough. Okay, right, yeah, I feel like I don't know. um yeah, I guess I struggle with this also because I don't know. I I feel like if I talk about like these like normal topics, then I'm just going to become, the kind of I don't know, like I mean I'm here precisely because I don't want to, engage in small talks like that. Or is that true? I don't know. I really don't know. Because I mean yeah, it's really strange because like when I was in high school, I don't hate it, or at least I did not hate it with the with with my ex, but now it just feels a lot more. I don't know, like now the social things just feels a lot more suffocating than it did back then. No, like even back then, I did not want to. I did not like what is it called, random people. Yeah, so I don't know. But you know what? No, we can still find something fun to chat about, especially because I should like you guys and you guys should like me. So yeah, I don't know. So weather, I guess. How do you? Okay, I think this is right, right? Yeah. Okay, so yeah, weather's been getting cold, hasn't it? Um, Actually, yeah, maybe I should also. I guess I could also. Yeah, I'm starting to realize one small problem. Basically, I feel like a lot of my experience has not been. How should I say it? Like maybe the right way to put it is that it was a bit. I mean, there's no right way to put it, but there is a maybe the most gentle way to put it is that I kind of it was a bit. I mean, I kind of want to put it in a kind way and not make it sound like I'm like ungrateful or anything like that. But it was a bit, I guess, hard growing up, for lack of better way to describe it. Because I mean, not because I was not. like loved by my family, but just because having moved a couple too many times, and switching my trying to learn English and things like that. Yeah, and studying a bit too hard, and all of that. And I feel like a lot of it is also just what I quite brought uh upon myself, like a not a like whatever. I mean, there's a million things in high school I could have done better, but I don't want to open old wounds right now. But yeah, so I feel like I don't know. I feel like a lot of things that I can say are all like not nice things, I guess, for lack of better ways to describe it. Yeah, so I don't really know. Like for example, like for this weather thing, I just like weathers that people think is not so nice. Because I don't know, like because I have, I guess, slightly different no, like let's talk about something else. Yeah. So do I literally look up like conversation cards? This is really funny if I do. I mean, wow, okay. Thanks. Kim. Oh, conversation starters. Okay, yeah. How was your day? Good, yeah. Okay, so what do we do? What's something you wish? Oh, this might be funny. Yeah, what is this? So, nah, that is too difficult. That is what we already talked about already. What's something you wish you could do again for? No, I mean, is there anything? Yeah, let me think. Is there anything that I wish I could do? Like, what do you mean? Like, do you mean like, I don't know, go back to, is it something I could have done differently, or is it just something I was so happy that I want to experience for the first time over again? I don't know. Like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I guess one thing that I would like to experience again. Um, I mean, I feel like a lot of things that I do cannot, would have gone differently because I have all the knowledge I have right now. It's not like some kind of like desk job or some kind of job at physical labor job where I would where people where I just have to, how should I say it? Um, Yeah, like basically, I've been lucky enough that everything I've done has is like based on level of knowledge and stuff like that. So I guess in some sense it's almost like a almost like some kind of roguelike game, I guess. In the sense that, well, I mean, everything I do is like it's like either gathering knowledge or something I can do better with knowledge. So I feel like, I mean, if I had, how should I say it? If I had the chance to experience anything that I did, and then because of the knowledge I already have, it would have gone a lot of differently. Like I mean the most branded example is just research projects that I did before, right? Because if I go back in time, then I already know what would work and what would not work. The experience would be really different. Yeah, and I guess the other problem is, let's fine. Let's say if I'm able to ignore that problem, and just say that pretend I just kind of forgot the technical side or choose to not remember, and just live exactly the same way as I did. Um, I guess the problem is that, well, I mean, what I was happy with does not always mean what was what other people are happy with, right? So I feel like I don't know if I had a chance to experience those times again, then I don't know. It takes a bit of thinking, right? To see if see if I am if I was hurting anyone else. Because if that is the case, then we don't then maybe I don't want to experience it over again after all. But I guess that is just how it is, right, with life. That a I guess there's always the what is called the balance between well we live try to not troubling others like try to 就是不要给其他人添麻烦这样 but the sorry I don't know how to exactly describe it like say well in English but basically it is like a yeah just try to live without making others people life more difficult but then it is and the other side of the coin is that well since we are alive and we are in a society there is no way of avoiding troubling others so I don't know it is I guess something that someone like me who has like basically no social experience, it's just kind of this is something I need to think a bit more about and and figure out what do I actually want to do with a yeah. But I feel like maybe there is maybe there's no good solutions here. I hear people in the living room. I think it's just yeah, it's 10. People are waking up and being healthy people. That's amazing. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So I guess my sleep schedule is really, really weird now. Um, yeah, because a Oh, speaking of which, there is this day VTuber thing that I think some of the VTubers do. They just, I mean, yeah, like this introduction song-ish thing that I'm not sure if you guys know what I'm talking about, but maybe could try to do one of those sometime. But I don't know. Hmm. Anyways, why do we even think about that? Yeah, why do we even start talking about that? I don't know. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like, mm, yeah, I guess the only thing I could hope is that I'm more of like I bring more positives than negatives to other people's lives. But I feel like that has not been the case. In my short, uh, I mean, in my not so long, and not so experienced life so far. So I guess that is problem number one. And problem number two is, I mean, of course, like I was saying, because I'm just too, what is it called? Yeah, no, you see, this is kind of the worry that I have, that I would just like when I chat and without thinking, then this is just maybe a bit how should I say it? Um, we just talk about not happy things. But yeah, let's just move on to the next topic. Because okay, yeah, or maybe I should try to give this a straight answer. So, like, what is something that I wish I would do for the first time? Um, I guess if anything, really, it was. Yeah, maybe this is safe to say because I'm still a safe to say as in I think I did bring more positives than negatives to the people I was around. My time at the at my previous lab in Taiwan, where we where I feel like I mean this is really funny to say because I did quit the job at the end to do game to work on video game development or programming or whatever. But I really feel like a I really for the time that I worked live there and work there, I mean, live in Taiwan and work there, I feel like I really feel the sense of belonging in my previous lab. So I feel like that is, I mean, a lot of it is thanks to my previous advisor and also thanks to the and of my teammates back then, collaborators who are very good at very good at getting people together and work on the same project and things like that. So yeah, it is a how should I say it? Yeah, it was probably that period of time, and I think I'm relatively happy in the sense that I mean, I thought, I mean, I'm sure there was still plenty of negatives I brought to other people, and plenty of, I still trouble other people enough, but I think. I don't know. I mean, maybe it might be just kind of how we live, and I hope that I still did some among all the between like among everything that I did wrong. I think there are a few things that I did right, and maybe the things I did right hopefully outweighs the things I did wrong. Yeah, and I was happy there. So okay, yeah. Anyways, yeah. Oh, hard but important lessons that you've learned. Um, I mean, there's quite a few, even I mentioned on stream, but like, what are the most important ones? I don't know. Sorry, just say, what is it called? Um, what is it called? So just let me think, how do I even write about this? Because like, write about what I did do in the last like 20 minutes or 15 minutes. Mm, mm, right, what do I have? What do I have? Yeah, how should I say this? Um, clean up, I guess. Improve readability, yeah. Improve a GitHub readability. Even though I'm not sure if this is an actual improvement, but this is a at least, you know, I think slightly better. Yeah, anyways. So now, yeah, I guess keep going through this, I guess. Because that is how when do you feel like the best version of yourself? I don't know. So I guess maybe a some future. I mean, I guess it's today, right? So I mean, of course, there's a lot that I need to work on in terms of streaming, but I feel like I'm where I want to be. Like I'm finally where I want to be. I guess the other thing is that yeah, I don't know because I guess I'm still a bit hung up on the conversation topic earlier because now I feel like I don't know, maybe um yeah, I guess I'm just slightly worried if if one of these days I be able to do something wrong and hurt you guys. Um I don't know. I hope not. Yeah, let's just hope that never happens and maybe will never happen. Yeah. Anyways, so where are we? Yeah, so but assuming that I do these things well, then right now this is the best version of myself right now. What's your most controversial opinion? Do I have any? No, I mean of course this degenerate thing, right? They say well that there's nothing wrong with a with this with being parasocial to yeah and liking streamers and or anime characters, and using those things to fulfill to fulfill actual social ish human needs. Yeah, because because otherwise going out there and meeting people and all of that is just yeah. Um, I guess it's not even um. I mean, of course, this is not a perfect or not even a good solution, but this is just something that you just say that a something just realize that it's a so just quickly trying to figure out what's going on here. Maybe just case by case, I guess. Yeah, so it's not something that a something that you that yeah, I feel like it's not something that what is it called that is like perfectly it's not a perfect solution, but it is some a but it's valid. It is a valid way to live. Yeah. It's maybe the one way I put it, and the same with like people who play like a what's it a like uh what's it again, like visual novels or whatever, yeah, or even people who are having this AI a like people who are kind of like dating AIs. I feel like I guess my controversial opinion is that there is I mean is that even though those things are not, are not ideal, those are maybe better than, uh, those are how should I say it? Those are how those people, are able to, to to decide every day is worth living, and if so, then so be it. I guess, or not that extreme, but keep them, help them get out of bed every morning, and if that's the case, then that is something that a then that's something that oh, maybe I do this in two different steps, right? Yeah, so yeah, like if that is what get those people out of bed every morning, then that is a then that's a valid way to. Then that is a compromise that works. Yeah. Anyways, so I how about this? Uh oh, Kusuno Honkai. Uh, ties exactly back to what I say just now. Um, yeah, okay. That's anime, but still, yeah. Okay. Basically saying that if a real thing is not attainable or whatever, or just too difficult to attend, then instead of just giving up and suffering forever, you might as well just try to work with a substitute, work with a fake copy, just so you can keep yourself a what is it called? Yeah. Okay. So next one, what occupation do you admire but could never do? I don't know. Is there any occupation I can never do? Oh, probably. So I guess that is the funny thing. Yeah, I guess maybe something medical. I remember that I was taking anatomy back in high school, and there was just so much things to memorize, and I just could never memorize all of it. Let me see if I did this right. I did not. Let me see if this is correct before I do more. Yeah. If this is correct, I will just do like the next however many in the batch. Yeah, but yeah, what was I saying? So yeah, this is surprisingly fun. I mean, this sounds a bit miserable to rely on things like this. I feel like I don't know. I feel like next year or whatever, if I eventually get good at this and then I come back, I would, I will I would definitely make fun of what I'm doing right now. Or I don't know, I guess, but I guess we do what we have to, right? Yeah. So how are things getting worse? I mean, I don't know, like just never graduating. How are things getting better? Getting better at streaming. Who is your nemesis? Why I will skip this because yeah, because there is a lot of there's just too much to what is it called? Oh, I didn't have to close Vivado. Whatever. Yeah, I feel like I guess the other thing. No, no, I should try to answer this and try to give a what is it called? Try to give a less serious answer, right? Because I feel like that is why I need to practice. Like, oh, I always take everything too seriously. So I don't know, like, what is the joke answer that I can give for who is your nemesis? Let me think. Um, yeah. So who is your nemesis, huh? Hmm. I mean, originally I want to say like some some people in like World of Warcraft or something who is just better at the game than I am. But I realized that I don't even care. Like, I mean, there's a good reason why I did not like why I don't why I don't even have a DPS meter because it is just the situation where I a yeah. Oh wait, what do I expect to see here? I expect to see the Axis AVG buffer to be missing two pins. So Axis AVG buffer to be zero to be missing two pins. Yeah. So I still have this, but these two are missing. Okay, good. In that case, I will just keep this open. I think I will have to keep this open. Like, how do I close a project? Um, close. Close project, and then okay, so I still have this. Oh, so I literally that's the same as just going down here and close project. Okay, good. Yeah. So what was I saying? Yeah. So do I have a nemesis? I mean, I'm not even saying it for the to preserve my image or whatever, but I actually don't know if I have one. Anyways, try to use try using spinal HTTL for couple reset signals. Um, I guess commit amend couple reset signals in kick top. Oh, this is too long. Try spinal HTTL for two reset signals in kick top. Good. Okay, now where are we? Yeah, so Nemesis, huh? Um. Oh, I just realized the other reason why not because I've just been too isolated, so I don't know enough people for any of them to become my nemesis. Yeah, I mean there are people who are who I before this season was a like a what is it called? Before the season was a I mean, it's not fully over, so I shouldn't say it's over. But before people like when people used to play the game a little bit more, like like I was saying, like there are people who are like people who are playing with who are just better at the game than I am, but I don't really, but they are not my nemesis. They are just good teammates, and I'm not trying to be better at the game than I am. So I mean, sorry, I'm not trying to. be better at the game than they are. So I so I don't see them as my nemesis. I guess there is the funny situation. So the thing about World of Warcraft, a organized raiding in World of Warcraft is that you have only two tank spots in the raid team. It's not like healers or DPS where you can have any arbitrary number, but for healers and I mean for tanks there's exactly two, no more no less. And because of that, sometimes you would be sometimes yeah. So there was this specific season where I was playing a tank, to run dungeons, but I could not play a tank for the what is it called for the guild raids because somebody else was tanking. So I guess I could say they were my nemesis because we are technically in competition for the tanking position. I mean, although I feel like that's still stretching it a little bit because I was just happy doing DPS and not contest the tanking spot. I mean, of course, the price I pay is that I'm not a story. Yeah, is that I basically just went for a build that I could, do both decent DPS and decent what is it called? Do both decent DPS and decent tanking because then I could, DPS for the raids, for the guild raids, and tank for dungeons when I'm, playing by myself or playing with the with was actually mostly with myself. For whatever reason, I never actually tanked for the guild as much. Yeah, I guess it also depends on which guild. Like I'm talking about my current one. I tanked a bit more like back in the what is it called? Well, that's not true either. Like, I feel like I don't know. Yeah, maybe a yeah, I don't know. Maybe I can just without chatting about that game anymore. I guess I can just say that okay, my nemesis are the people who I contest the tanking spots with in World of Warcraft. Um, yeah, but I mean I don't really care. Or no, maybe my nemesis is my other tank because the thing about like tanking in World of Warcraft is that it's all teamwork, right? So you kind of need to work together with your other tank. But then I feel like a lot of the time, like I don't know, like I've played with good tanks and I play with not so good co-tanks. I mean, like both are co-tanks, I should say. Like there's right now there's no distinction between main tank and off tanking anymore. But yeah. Anyways, I was saying that the like there's no a what's I saying? Please do that. Yeah, so I guess my nemesis is basically either people who I contest the people who I have to contest to get the tanking spot, or people who or people who I tank with who are doing not so good. Yeah, I guess that's the other funny thing. Like people will sometimes, I guess depends on the guild, right? At least the one I'm in right now, basically people who end up tanking are people who are, not I yeah, let me just put it straight. People end up tanking for the guild are people who are not good enough to flex multiple roles, or in other words, people who are able to play tank plus another role will just naturally get funneled into the other role they can play. And because of that, now your tank players are just um yeah I mean they are not bad, but they are just a uh I mean it's also spectrum, right? That the sometimes they would, die to things a couple too many times, and or do some things that you don't like seeing. But yeah, I mean it's all fun, so it's whatever. Yeah, I guess at the end of the day, the game is still about teamwork and about having fun. And I mean, I'm not complaining so much because this is just, I mean, I guess I'm more just describing a state of the situation, hopefully trying to not complain because the thing is that like eventually we still win. And I feel like I'm not what is it called? I'm not I guess hardcore enough in the game to really try to, to really uh stress over having to spend a couple more days fighting a boss before we win. Yeah, so there is that. Um, okay. Anyways, where are we? Yeah, so anyways, besides Nemesis. Oh, I guess the other thing, no, like I should not talk too much about World of Warcraft because it's that game. Yeah, what person? This is really funny. It's like some sports player or something, right? Um, yeah, these things are titled very funnily. But yeah, what person do I most look up to? Why? Good question. Probably my old advisor, my former advisor, the one I had in Taiwan. Yeah, where I worked in the lab. Yeah. Because he's just a brilliant person, in terms of research, but not just that, like, also he's very kind to, to us, to to his students, both both professionally, like the actual mentoring things that he gave, but also in life, I guess, like we ate together like once a week, and then he also help us with a lot of things like grad school applications and things like that. So it is just really, yeah. I think I mean, I might not ever take students, but if I do, I think that is the kind of advisor I want to become. So yeah, um, yes. I mean, this is also me. I guess I still need to decide like how should I. No, like I mean, it doesn't really matter. I was just wondering if I should say like if I am like what degree am I working on and or things like that. But I mean, yeah, maybe one thing I can say is just that is that sooner or later one day I will hopefully get a PhD. Is maybe I can say, but do I want to say I'm in the PhD program? I mean, if you guys watch this, come back to this VOD, you know it. But I kind of don't want to make it a forefront thing, but I also don't want to hide it. Yeah, sure. Then maybe I can just use a word that I say just now that one day I will advise other people. Yeah, one day I might, or I would just go into the industry and yeah. Um, Probably. Yeah, I really don't know. But anyways, use minor HDL for axis average buffer reset. What is it? S-axis and M-axis resets. Let me try to do this to see if this is too long. If it too late, is it? Oh, it is too long. Let me see if I do this. Ah, this is still too long. Let me think. Use this for a I don't know. Change. I don't reconnect. Yeah, yeah, or just connect. Yeah, or reconnect. Rework. Yeah. Okay, good. Where are we? So right. Okay, yeah. Back to the conversation cards. Yeah. Or I guess back to I don't know. Yeah, so I guess it's like the kind of person I want to look up to and want to become. But I feel like it's also hard because I don't know, he's a lot better around people. And I feel like I'm just really, I mean, me being here means I will hopefully eventually become good around people as well. So maybe I should not be so pessimistic. But still, yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Maybe yeah, so anyways, so I mean I still have a long way to go, but I hope that I will be, yeah. I hope I will be actually I don't know if I do hope I will be like him because it goes back to what I was saying earlier, right? That I feel like this is a like that job at that lab. I mean, okay, yeah. So I guess it I guess ties back to what I was saying the other day about like this Taiwanese president thinking that we as an island or as a place have like basically actually yeah I think according to my former suite mate we did have Nobel Prize winner like at least one like I don't know how long ago but it's just so infrequent and and we are, and our president is trying to get more. And I'm not sure if that is going to make I mean, I guess the ideal scenario is that it is going to make the lab we were working at, and just, I don't know, typical Taiwanese. Oh, this is terrifying. Yeah, make the Taiwanese research environment a little bit better. But I guess if that were not the case, then I mean I go back, then I'm still making my family proud by working in a lab. But then I don't make other parts of my family proud because it pays nothing. Um yeah. I don't know. Or maybe lost people who what is it called? Um yeah, I guess the other thing is that yeah, okay, it's fine. I mean, the cat is kind of out of the bag, anyways. It's the Academia Sinica. It is I mean, not that you guys know where it is. It's yeah, it is it's Taiwanese National Academy, but yeah. So, but I feel like a lot of my family members kind of still had the old what is it called? Old impression that at some point in the past that at some point in the past maybe that place did not take research as seriously as it does now. So I feel like some of the if I actually get a job there, I feel like a lot of my family members would still think that this is just a average job. So yeah, I don't know. But then I guess those family members are very I mean if they think that's an average job then then maybe they are just very ambitious and have unrealistically high expectations. But it's the way it is. Yeah. So anyways, where are we? Yeah, this is what just trying to find the correct thing. This is a ADC. Yeah. So anyway, but yeah, I guess there is potentially a world where I just, go back there and settle down. And I feel like I don't know, it would be I might be happy doing that. But I think there's also a different world where I just don't do that. Yeah. And if I don't do that, then what do I do, right? If I don't do that, then I would this is what? So quickly trying to figure out what's DAC, right? This is DAC2, yeah. Color house sounds so good. This is it's the wait, huh? Wait, I feel like I'm losing my mind here because this is not clock. This is reset. Yeah, okay. Where are we? Yeah. Right. Anyways, what job would you choose to have if money were no object? Um, Probably still the tool I'm doing right now, right? Streaming and the what is it called? Streaming and academic research. Yeah. I mean, or rather, I'm doing them already because money is not, it's not a huge concern. I mean, I guess although this only carries me up to a certain point, because I feel like I don't know, as a certain point, I should become a bit more worried. I mean, at least that's what I mean, I don't want to divulge too much of our family matters, but I feel like at some point I will have to make money. I just don't know when. I don't know, or maybe what I'm doing is just just say making it so my parents cannot retire early. In that case, maybe I maybe should still be not happy about the situation, and I should still try to graduate earlier. But I feel like my parents, I don't even know if they are the type to retire and just say and relax. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like I'm not as close to my parents as I probably as as I maybe in some sense wish to be. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of typos around here, and this worries me. Yeah, that's another typo. Um, yeah. Anyways, yes. Continuing on the conversation topics. Um, I talked about this already on my debut, but I forgot. What did put again? I mean, Kozuno Honkai is definitely up there. I'm just taking this as anime, like all five is anime. I mean, there's Phase Zero, there's No Game No Life, there is I mean, I like Bleach, but I'm not sure if it's top five. Um, yeah, what else do I like? If I'm blinking out, yeah, I feel like it's something that I feel like if I try to answer, I would definitely forget about, like I can answer what comes to mind, but then I'm not sure if it's going to be a definitive like top five. Yeah, because I feel like there's gotta be some stuff that I would forget if I just randomly name five animes top of off the top of my head. Hmm. I also just realized. I mean, just realized yesterday, but still, like realized again just now, like there is this a conversational trick that when you are thinking and a not fully sure what to say, then you can kind of take a sip at your drink to buy yourself a couple of seconds. But then I realized it does not work on stream because you guys cannot see me taking a sip of water. So guys just get silence for a yeah. Why is it? Oh, there we go. Yeah. Is this right? Wait, are these ADCs? Mm, should be right. Two, three. ADC. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. I mean, can get over how good this sounds. Yeah. Yeah. What else did I? I guess the other thing is that I have not watched anime in such a long time. I feel like kind of VTubers is just a like VTuber content is just kind of has taken over the what is it called? What animes was in my in my I don't know daily life thing, because I feel like I don't know, it's just easier to follow VTubers than to watch anime, because I don't know, for anime it requires a bit more of my I don't know, like I mean I will have to look at the screen to to follow the story, but for VTubers, I can, just put them on the background and keep being productive. And that is kind of what ends up happening. So then now I don't even have a top five TV shows or this or that anymore. I think this is also kind of, kind of caused it to be difficult for me to relate to. I guess yeah, it's maybe caused it to be tiring to be out there, because to be out there because there's just not as much to a to chat about. Yeah, with the or not as much commonalities with the with others. Yeah, actually, maybe I should like attempt to watch some more interviews with Sayuri to see how she handles it, because there is also, I mean, actually I don't know if her struggles is from the same like, I mean, she also says that the outside world with the living in the society feels suffocating, but I don't know if her reasons is similar to mine or not, and I feel like that is something that I should find out. Maybe there are things that was something I was not capable of finding out because I just did not know enough Japanese. But I feel like right now I could have I could take another try at it and maybe do a bit better at it. Wow, that didn't work. Why not? Because the first one is a number one is broken. Okay, that is unlucky. I have a typo. I'm pretty sure it's just a typo. I hope it's just a typo. It says something is no. Oh, this is this. So these are all dots, and these are all underscores. Yeah, this is just to. Oh, this is a way to look at it. Yeah. Okay. So these are highlighted, and the other ones are not. Except this is what's going on here. Yeah, okay, this is fine. Let's try this again. Yeah, where are we? We are going here and going. Actually, no, just out of curiosity, if I stare at this, oh no, it did not run. Okay, yeah. Okay, and if I now let it runs, if I stare at it again, what is it going to say? Do I care? Um. Yeah, I feel like the allergies is not as bad as yesterday. Luckily, I mean it is still bad, just not as bad. Okay, so these are being filled in, and these are just unused now, and this is okay. Good, yeah. So what do I do here? Oh, I just go here, and then I just say um rework, yeah, rework axis a average buffer resets, rework other axis. Is that why I want to do here? I think so. Yeah, okay. Right. Okay, so back to chatting about random things. What's the fastest way to make you mad? I don't know. Probably saying something that is just like a very ignorant and incorrect, I guess. Yeah, maybe just being very confidently incorrect and being uninformed, and not, and not try. Because like, like it is just exhausting to, or actually not even that, right? Just like spewing things that is, spewing nonsense that is uh No, I think, but the problem is kind of on my end because I think I take everything too seriously, and because of that, if some people just just give me nonsense, then I will spend too much time and energy refuting nonsense instead of just just kind of forget and move on. And because of that, I spend too much mental energy on that, and then I'm mad. Yeah. So there's that, I guess. Yeah. So let me see. So allergy is still into my nose. What have you learned this week that you'll never forget? Um, Good question. I feel like there's a lot of things about streaming that I'm internalizing very quickly right now, but but it's hard to, in some sense, it is hard to. Why do I have to close this and restart? Maybe I have to, yeah. Okay, so where are we? Um, Wait, did I not? Oh, did I not build? Oh, that's not what I want to do. What was I doing? Sorry. Wait, what? Wait, I'm not. Oh, okay, very disorienting. That's fine. Yeah, so I feel like, but I guess it's still good to kind of a good to try to put things in words, so to make sure I never actually forget, right? So I guess this is already helping me in some sense. So I guess one thing that I will, never forget is probably like how to, I don't know, like, of course, this has to be very minor things, right? Because every week is you cannot, learn something major and new every week. That is too much to hope for. And I guess one thing that I will never forget is it's just some like sound it is this streaming sound thing, basically like a just several sound issues that I've had and how to deal with them. Like for example, actually use audio monitor. So hopefully I will, by being able to hear myself, then maybe it would help make it a bit better so I don't have audio issues persisting for hours. Well, I don't know. Like, I've been using audio monitor and the yesterday's stream is still a bit scuffed. So I guess the other thing that I've learned, besides the audio monitoring, is but I guess the other question is that like this is going red like a lot, but then I think was going red a lot yesterday as well. But then I never, but then I still couldn't hear myself well. In the when I was reviewing the VOD yesterday, so I really don't know. I almost wonder if this is a pop filter issue. It might be. But yeah. Anyways, so where are we? What's this? So I need to, this thing has to wrap around, but even if it wraps around, this still doesn't, is this wrapping as well? It's not wrapping, it is just coming from who knows where. Oh, this is painful. Um, wait, oh, wait, what? No, wait, what did I click? This is not what I wanted to click. Um, Sorry, yeah, what was I saying earlier? Actually, right. Audio issues and what I learned from having audio issues. There is, I guess, of course, this looping is not looping. Okay, unless the other side. Oh, the other side is flat. Okay. Good to know. Um, Terrible to know, but you know. we leave and we move on. Okay, so right, do we leave and move on? I mean we have to. Yeah, okay, good. So a just like close project here, and then come back to this, and I everything's clean. Okay, good. So moving on, what do we do? Close this and close a I'm not close, delete. I know I have the other one, which is just not. Am what was it? Axis AVG buffer. Oh, there. Good. Yeah. Okay. So where are we? Back to the. Oh, get rid of this as well. Okay. Back to the conversation cards. Yeah. Uh. Yeah. Maybe the one concrete thing is just that a audio is hard. Yeah. Like audio balancing and audio setup with streaming is hard. Yeah. And I guess maybe I shouldn't be so surprised because a lot of streamers that I watch, they still have some audio issues as well. Like occasionally, except they have audiences to quickly tell them, and there's that. Yeah. So yeah. Anyways, what's your least favorite word? I don't know. Um, Maybe I don't have one. Yeah, the thing about words is that it just covers. I mean, it's just a what is it called? It carries meaning. But then if I just say what's my least favorite word, then do I mean what is the least favorite meaning behind whatever word it is, or I don't know. Yeah, we don't know. Um, yeah, maybe. Yeah, I guess this is the kind of funny. Although I feel like this is kind of nice in some. I mean, for good or for bad, like this is kind of nice in the way that this is making me feel slightly more human again, and or I guess I don't know, become more normal. In which I guess that is not specifically bad. It's just no, maybe it's bad. I don't know. Yeah, I really don't know. I guess I that is something I need to think about as well. Let me just label this to make my things easier. From here, this is just 100, right? And this is a ADC, and this is DAC2, and then this is DAC3. Safe. Okay, good. So what was I saying? Yeah, what's the most useless skill you have? Um, so how should I say it? There is this way that there's this thing I do that is kind of like whistling, but not really because I need to I need to form a specific shape with with my hands and then blow into it. And I can kind of, yeah, but then of course this is a just a worse version of whistling. Yeah. I guess there's also other useless skills in terms of. No, it doesn't really matter. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, so personal use only. Does this count as personal use? Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. I mean, no. Like this is personal-ish. Yeah. Like I feel like right now I'm not making any money off it, so maybe this is fine. Yeah. I mean, this is borderline, but I hope. I mean, it's fine until it's not, I guess. And when it's not, I will get in trouble. And then when I get in trouble, I do something to amend it. Yeah. If I ever get in trouble, that is for this. Yeah. What was I saying? Well, This is a yeah. So what's the best way to spend a birthday? I don't know. Like so, I should not ever start with a like no, like I should not always start with the term I don't know. I feel like it's just buying time for no good reasons. Yeah, yeah, so I guess the funny thing is that, I mean, growing up, I feel like, I mean, when I say growing up, I mean, like in Taiwan, I do celebrate my birthdays. But like in undergrad, I basically don't because, there is what is it called? Because my birthday is, as I might have mentioned once on stream, that my birthday is very close to the final exam period. So I'm either, um, taking exams or grading, and either is no matter which one of the two am I doing, it is just not a good way of yeah, I'm just too busy to celebrate. So there's that. I mean, there is still this one time where I went out to eat with a friend, but then like I never really told him that it was. It's complicated, but I basically never actually told him that my birthday was around that time. I kind of just took that a what is it called? Yeah, I kind of just kind of accepted that it is even if he didn't know, this was just going to be, I guess this that was just going to be the a just how I spent my birthday for that year, and I was, I guess, happy in some sense that I was able to spend it with a friend. So yeah, I think that might have been it. But I guess there's also, I guess, the other things that I was just a bit too, how should I call it, a bit too isolated, I guess, back in college. So because of that, like there was just a yeah, I mean, there was like kind of even hopes or whatever, like daydreams, I guess, that I would hope that my friends would, my friends who either don't play video games, so I guess more like acquaintances, because I used to spend way too many hours on the game every week, like, I don't know, 30 plus 40, 50. Yeah. Yeah, in World of Warcraft. Yeah, so I guess I had this like kind of like daydreams where my friend would, or acquaintances, I should say, who didn't play the game would, just try the game for one day, and I can maybe fly them around in the game and just, visit different places in the game. But then I feel like there was, but now I really don't know what do I want in terms of, I don't know. Yeah, like what's the best way? I guess the best way to spend it is exactly how I'm spending the holiday today, right? Is to just not celebrate it and just forget. I mean, it's not even the age complex thing or whatever. It is literally just a yeah. This is literally just that I don't celebrate it. Huh? Did I do something funny here? Like I thought if I did, then this should not. Oh, out of date again. Do I just need to wait? Let me see. I did build, right? Why am I getting so much nonsense? Okay, I do this and I do this and then I do this. Oh, I should probably close this first to make sure nothing goes wrong. And I do this and I go back to conversations. Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, I feel like the best way to spend a birthday or to spend any kind of a yeah, I feel like it is basically ties back to what I was saying yesterday, I guess. if I have something that if I have someone I love, then I would, spend a day with them. I don't know, go to like an aquarium or something and just, be out there and stuff like that. Yeah. But at the end of the day, it's the people that makes a place. And if there is nobody who would spend that kind of day with me, then I would rather just not celebrate. Yeah, sorry. It is a um um this is fun, isn't it? Yeah, anyway, so let's attempt to go back to hopefully easier questions. Key memory, huh? I mean, what happened when I was, I don't know, 18? No, not 18, like, was it 18? 17, 17, yeah. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Let me see. I mean, I'm just going to leave it at that because there's no I mean, because I kind of want to keep this conversation on the light side. I mean, and I don't know, learn how to joke, I guess, and instead of just like going into the very um negative things again. Yeah. Okay, so things seems connected well. Okay, so use a language skill for uh uh okay. Yeah, so where are we? What one sentence about how to live stick with you most? Huh, I don't know. Maybe the what is it called? S- some, what is it called? Sakura. Let me try to first see if I can type it correctly. It's like what? Sakura what is it? No, ki was ki no, Hana was Sakura ki, right? Hito wa Bushi. I think that that's is it, right? Yeah, it is. Yeah. Um. Or oh wait, did I? Huh? I did type in Japanese. So why do I not get the correct thing? Sakura key. Huh? Is it not spelled this way? Um. Oh, maybe it is. Maybe it's not pronounced this way. No, Sakuraki. Uh, of course, because I don't know how to speak Japanese. Okay, yeah, yeah. Basically, you know, it's like a how should I say it? Yeah, basically that a our time is limited, so do what we can before we burn out. Yeah, and try to make things as a I don't know, and that in and of itself, a have some have something that you think is worth doing, having something that you think is worth doing, and putting your all into it until the day you burn out. That is in its own way beautiful. Yeah. Okay. So that is a that's that. And then a what big mistake turns out just fine. Um, applying to grad school. No, I mean not even that. Like applying to a lab that I, no, like my entire life, man. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's the other thing. Like I feel like there was never really anything that I did like right or wrong. It was just things I did. Um, yeah, like it was not a mistake because because it was it was my decision. It was what I chose to do. So even if I, have hurt others or hurt myself, like it was not a mistake. It was, just a part of what makes me who I am today. I mean, I of course I wish that there were easier ways to learn those lessons, but yeah, this is kind of what made me who I am today. So yeah, it was because I've never been in a physical fight for a very long time. There's a lot of a non-physical fights. And one of them is just the biggest one is just too much drama that I don't want to talk about right now. Because I mean this is part of why I'm taking so much time to in grad school. Basically we found a bug in some kind of cryptography thing, and then things went sideways soon after on the human side. So yeah, um, but yeah, I think that was kind of the biggest quote unquote fight I've been in. Yeah. So, and I feel like, I mean, in terms of physical fights, I don't know, I feel like I've never been in a physical fight for like years. I guess it's also just, just being lucky as always. Yeah. Oh, SXC a reset N is a, oh, I should actually chat while doing this. What do you know is not real, but one badly for its birth? Um, I don't know, like, the thing is that don't, I feel like it doesn't really qualify because I know it's something that is, because I know it's real, it's just something that I'm not willing to spend the time and energy on. Yeah, I'm not willing to spend the time and energy to achieve. It's the like basically meeting someone who I would be happy to celebrate my birthday with. Yeah. So there's that, and then a yeah, Milo what is something, but I guess the other thing, no, like right now, the thing is that if I'm doing what I'm doing right now, which is this a VTuber thing, then maybe let I mean not just maybe like naturally, right? Naturally, that should just be out of the options now, because then otherwise, if I'm doing that, then I don't know. Like I feel like if I go after, like go past a certain line with anyone, then I'm just betraying you guys because I want to be honest to you guys, which means either I just don't do it, or I would have to take maybe some strategies like what Lee Pichu or some other streamers do, which is just be honest if I'm, and keep you guys up to date on if I'm, if I'm in a relationship or something. Yeah. But no, I think it's probably safer to just say that the that just now is probably no longer an option. So maybe it might as well be not real. So that would be it. Yeah. Probably, yeah, yeah. So maybe, but no, I mean that was fine, right? Oh, speaking of which, actually going back to the birthday thing. So actually, it was, it was still when I was I mean I still like Ina, but back then she was like my only Oshi kind of thing. And then I actually, threw a super chat on my birthday, and she wished me happy birthday. So that might also be one of the way that I like to, yeah, maybe I would like to celebrate my birthday that way after all. Yeah. So what was I saying? Oh, my phone is like dying-ish, so I need to switch to a different phone to monitor a chat. So let me do that. Yeah. Give me just 1 minute here. Okay, good. Yeah. Okay. So it's confirmed that the what is it called, the Thanksgiving thing. Oh, sorry, the Thanksgiving thing is tomorrow, so I get to be here for a very long time today. That's good. Okay. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Just say I don't know. Maybe the other. Yeah, there's a lot of daydreaming. Like I don't know. Yeah, I really don't know because I feel like I mean this gets really difficult when you are not talking about objects but talking about people. Like if I say that I want a perfect quote unquote perfect Oshi that I can, watch or this and that, then it just turns into me saying what I like or don't like about my current Oshis and then things like that. And that is like, not, yeah, let's just wrap it all. Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, so if let's say it, well, let me first check if this still builds. And if it builds, then we do the next item. Okay, yeah, axis, PF, yeah, axis. Okay, good. So where are we? Mm, oh, scroll down, not up. Something I guess weirder the more you think about it. Um, Nothing really, because I feel like right now I've already seen my share of weird things. I feel like that's just a side effect of, somebody who has already kind of made peace with how weird quantum things become. And it's kind of and at some point you just kind of give up on intuition, and then nothing is a yeah, and then you just kind of realize that, and I guess the point is that nothing's gonna be weirder than that. So yeah, and if we, of course, yeah, if we work on quantum things every day and deal with this kind of strange things every day, then at some point it just becomes a yeah. So just quickly scanning through this because I cannot find it. This is that, right? So this is restaurant. This is okay, and then the other one is I might as well just, yeah, just quickly doing this, trying to find this thing, and then going back to chatting in a minute. Once I can figure out where is this thing, just need to rummage this. I cannot find it. Good. Then let's get back to chatting. What's the dumbest thing you have bought? I don't know. Yeah, what have I bought recently? Um, yeah, ADC. Yeah, so what have I bought recently? Or I don't know, I guess it's just asking what's the dumbest thing I've ever bought, right? I don't know, I feel like I've made a lot of dumb purchases, and some of them are just like getting like a bit, I don't know, almost feels like getting scammed. But I think I would just but taking that aside and thinking about purchase that I actually made fully out of if we restrict that to purchase that I've made of my own free will. I mean the scamming thing I can talk about it some other time as well. But basically, it was some airport, a taxi kind of thing. Yeah. But besides that, yeah, like what is it called? What are the dumbest things I've bought, huh? Let me see. Am I looking at this right? Okay, I think I am right because this is this and this is that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so what was I saying? Yeah, like what are dumbest thing I've bought? Yeah, I guess I'm just like quickly looking around my room right now, and cannot really think of any examples off the top of my head. Thing is, as a grad student, I cannot just afford too much. Oh, no, I feel like I just like instead of buying things, I just waste money in even worse in even worse what is it called situations. Like for example, oh yeah, health insurance stuff like that. Yeah. So I think the funny thing is that in terms of like I don't know, like it's always things, administrative things, like I don't know, health insurance or like renewing these, renewing apartment leases and things like that, or you know, or moving between places and losing deposit because room is. Because the apartment claims the room is too messy, or like I didn't do enough cleanup, or this or that. But basically, yeah, it is, you know, things like that. Basically, how should I say it? Um, yeah, like, or when I say lease, I just mean like renewing too late and getting a worse price, or health insurance. Like, there was this one time where I actually, maybe I should, just like type this first, so I keep what is on the screen going. So what is it called? Yeah, okay. So what was I saying? Yeah. So there is this a what is it called? Actually, yeah, what was I saying? I know I was saying about like what is it called? Like me like just losing money to complete nonsense. Yeah, I mean one of the situations is the basically how should I say it? Oh, this is a huh. So just taking a quick look at this to see if there's any easy way of doing this. Ah, yeah, this is fine. So what was I saying? Yeah, so oh right, health insurance things. So there is basically this thing where we can get health insurance, you know, through working in the lab, and that is what I've always done. But then there's also this grad student health insurance thing, which we need to kind of opt out and say that we don't want it. Otherwise, it gets applied automatically. And so basically, I because I forgot to opt out, then I actually, you know, then I got signed up for the grad student health insurance automatically, and then it was really bad because you know then it cost more, so I had to cancel one of them. And turns out the only one I could cancel is the a you know is the a it is the one that is a that is working that is tied to my you know work in the lab instead of the one that is tied to you know being a student. The one of with being a student is more expensive. So basically I was just you know just like wasted about a little bit of money going for the more expensive health insurance because of that. Yeah. So there was, yeah, I feel like that might be the I guess in recent memory, like what is it called? Is DAC? Yeah. Oh yeah, it has to be because the clocks are STEM. Yeah, guess I still feel a bit bad about it, and I guess maybe also a bit worried because that means next semester I will have to pay again for the health insurance. Yeah, but I guess that also means that hopefully it will even out because I mean it's not automatically. Yeah, I guess that's the other annoying part of the picture. Basically, for the a what is it called a for the employee health insurance, which is what I used to get, it would just, you know, automatically get deducted from my paycheck, so I don't have to worry too much about it. But then, and I'd have to really, I wouldn't have to really think too much about it either. But then the new thing, of course, the one that comes with a sequence. Um, yeah, but then of course the insurance that comes as a that that gets charged as a grad student here. That thing is charged like per semester, so I kind of need to be mindful to know like when am I getting charged for a decent chunk of money and kind of save up beforehand, or at least make sure my savings doesn't fall below a certain amount, or not throw not a not invest all of it kind of thing. Yeah. So I guess yeah, maybe that is the dumbest thing that I've bought. Is I guess I didn't even like consciously buy it, but it's just really stupid because it's something that I had to decide to not buy, and I did not decide in time because I was too busy with a well, not too busy, but there's just excuse, but I was a yeah, I was just not thinking. The other thing is that I did opt out last year, so I thought that would just stick, and I thought I don't have to opt out again this year, and apparently I did. So there's that. Yeah, this is really annoying. But anyways, yeah. How would you title your autobiography? I don't know. I actually don't know. I feel like then my this problem might actually stumped me actually because I feel like there's just so much of the like in terms of I don't know how I see myself or my identity or my purpose and things like that. There is still so much so much that I mean it's like what I did last time, right? Where I had difficulty deciding if I should refer to myself as a programmer or scientist or researcher or what. Yeah, and if I have so much, difficulty with things like this, I think this problem is just going to stump me if I try to answer it. So I think I think I would just actually just not even try to answer it and just move on. Yeah, and I would just put it, as I don't know. I guess it also really depends on what kind of. But I guess that's the other funny thing, right? Because this right now is all like having this stream right now is also part of this autobiography thing. So I guess maybe a right title would just be the title of this, say, of the channel, which is just my name. Yeah. Okay, so this question was something you predicted would happen, and then actually did. Um, I don't know. Mm, I haven't really thought about it or make predictions. Yeah, I feel like one thing is that I'm not social enough to really put my predictions out there. So I feel like I haven't really made that many predictions through my, um I guess at least on the human side, but then on the huh? What's this? Axis dy unread out? Okay, there has to be just a typo, right? Let me see. This is yeah, okay, good. Is that the only typo? I hope so. Yeah, it has to be. It's probably only typo. Okay, so where are we? Yeah, I mean we're talking about the going through this book of questions and answers and conversation starters. Yeah, so I don't know. I feel I haven't been out there enough to really predict the like natural or political things. I mean, for programming things, it is we try to predict things every day, but then it is but then that's not interesting, right? It's basically just me saying that yeah, if we go this way, we are going to get stuck sooner or later, and then my teammates are usually a and then we talk it out basically, and then we decide to, and then we either realize that yeah we're going to get stuck or we're not, and then we move on. Yeah. So there's nothing very exciting about, I don't know, about answering this question in the context of my work. But then, in the context of, just chatting, I feel like, yeah, you know what? Let's start keeping a tally. I will try to, or you know what? Instead of that, let me try to predict something right now, and we can see if it happens in the future. So what do I want to predict, right? I don't know. Um, wait, it's XXC, A reset, and yeah, it's a, sorry. This is, oh, this Kotoha is singing this, yeah, this, yeah, I feel like I mean, this is not a bad type of distraction, but this is, yeah, this just sounds amazing. I know I already stayed like 3 times today, but still, it's just amazing. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, so this is RST and this is this. Okay, yeah. What was I saying? Yeah. Do I want to predict something, and watch it happen? So what do I want to predict? I, the thing is, I don't want to predict anything like serious. Like I mean, the thing is that there is this funny. I mean, not funny. It's only funny because I'm not living there. Or maybe it shouldn't be funny because my family is living there. But yeah, there's this political climate. Recently in Taiwan. What is this? Oh, ah, what did I do just now? I should just create a save point before I do anything else, right? I feel I'm just going to a let me check. Yeah, a for a axis read out v3 and axis time read out resets. If I did this, what do I get? Sorry, this is very strange. Yeah, I feel like this is just a typical scuff where I end up just getting distracted by this for a couple seconds, but hopefully not that long. Okay, yeah. So where were we? Kimi no Shiranai Monogatari, amazing. Okay, yeah. So where are we? We're talking about the yeah. What do I want to even Yeah, the thing is that I don't want to predict political climates, even if I mean, there is stuff to predict, but I don't want to predict it about Taiwan political climate and international relations. Yeah, so maybe I should predict about something else. Um, I feel like all I can think of is like serious things that I don't want to really get into. Like, I mean, there's always this prediction of, like when are we going to have a working quantum computer and things like that. Yeah, but then I feel like this is, why is my thing frozen? Okay, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Like there's always this prediction that you can do. Like when are we going to finally get a working quantum computer? Or or this or that, like a I don't know what else. Like yeah, there's just too much technical things that I can predict that I probably also don't want to do. So I don't know. This is just a reset, and why is it not liking me? Whatever. This is a reset and then this is a DAC2, and then why does this not work? I guess I will have to click this and find out, right? So what is a hmm? What's going on here? I feel I'm getting really confused for no good reasons. What was I looking at? Zero AXI, but then why is it? Hmm? Do I just enough? No, S0 X. Wait, what? This is string? S0 AXI. Do you have a typo? Yeah, this is typo. This is a this has to be this to match. And then this is okay, good, yeah. Well, sorry, yeah. I know I just got distracted again by this programming thing, but that is unlucky because things are hard. Programming is hard. Um, yeah, I guess this also makes me slightly. I mean, of course, I always say this, but yeah, makes me worried about what to do from here on out because I don't know, like a lot of programming is streamable in the sense that I can still chat a bit, like what I'm doing right now with some interruptions. But then I feel like a lot of it is also just hard to. Yeah, I guess maybe one thing I could attempt to do is to separate the kind of programming where I can chat while doing and do it on stream. And for the ones I cannot chat while doing, well, there's perfect chance for me to watch other people's streams. Mm. Or VODs rather. Yeah. Or I mean no streams like I can always, there I can always schedule and work around what I need. Yeah. So a let me see. I mean I hope this works. This seems to work. So I say this is okay for a axis signal gen v60 resets. Okay. I just need to do the same thing for the one below, right? Unless it is, wait, is it the same? These are the same, and this is, because yeah, all of it is the same. Okay, good. Yeah, where are we? Okay, we were talking about, right, okay. So yeah, let me not predict much because I don't know. Oh no, I mean this might be in good a what is it called? A good exercise to do something that is not super serious. But let me make tea first, and then I will predict. Oh, apparently there's already cold water in the kettle, so I don't need to. So I just need to what is it called? A heat it up, and then I can drink it. I mean, I then I can make tea and drink it. Yeah. So what do I want to predict? I don't know. Weather? Actually, I don't really care about weather. Oh, speaking of weather, um, yeah, I feel I'm quite bad at predicting the weather by looking at the clouds. I mean, yeah, so I guess that is the other thing, right? People predict either by, either just by guessing, or they try to make like reasonable predictions. And I feel I'm the type to try to be somewhat, reasonable and not just, just draw random guesses. But then, yeah, this makes predicting anything. Yeah, I feel like that is, maybe the how we are as a scientist, right? As much as I kind of don't really, no, I mean, we do see ourselves as scientists. Yeah, so I feel like this is, I don't know, yeah, What was I saying? Yeah, so it's like, okay, how do I predict? But I feel like anything I predict is what I mean, okay. Yeah, I think this is hard, so maybe I just should not do it? Question mark. Yeah, because I feel like anything I can predict is either going to be, well, A, within my, capacity as a researcher, which, makes it boring for you guys, or it is going to be something that normal people can already predict, like looking at the clouds and guessing the weather like 3 hours later. Yeah, so I don't know. Mm, Yeah. Anyways, so where are we? Yeah, so I guess that's, but I don't know. I probably should still predict something anyways, even if it is a boring prediction. Yeah, let me see. If I look at the sky, there's quite a bit of clouds. Is it going to rain? um, do I let me see. Hmm. Right, is it going to rain? I don't think it's going to rain. Yeah, let me predict that it is not going to rain. Um, okay, now let's look at the weather. Uh, Let me see. How do you look at this? Is this how you do it? Okay, so it is going to be, yeah, the cloud will just go away without actually raining. Yeah, so okay, so I'm right. Okay, so that is something that I predicted, and it probably will actually happen. But then I'm not sure if I will be out there to experience it or not. The thing is, if I don't go out, then I cannot confirm it. But I feel like after this, I might just take a long walk and go get some pastries again, and then I can see and with the what is it called, with a bet that it doesn't rain. Yeah, so I guess that's the other funny thing. So I am out of pastries and I need to buy more. Like, those things are very convenient for breakfast. Yeah. Anyways, just sanity checking. Although I don't need it because we've already lost all of our sim points. Use axis signal gen no I know HCO for RSTs. And then what do we do? And then we do the funny typical thing. Yeah, and then we go back to programming because this is going to work and this is going to make us very happy. Okay. So here first, right? Or maybe T first. No, here first, and then make T while thinking. Yeah. Mm, mm, how would you summarize your life so far in one sentence? Ah, hmm. A hmm. How? Well, guess I don't know. If it's one word, then it's literally no. That's not true either. Um. Oh, it's not heavy smoke. So, decent timing, I guess. So I don't know. I feel anything I come up with is it's going to be a bit sad. Oh, I probably wanted some other kind of tea. Oh well, it's fine. I I opened the tea bag and I realized that I wanted something Asian instead of black tea, but this is fine. I can have black tea. Yeah. So no, I mean this is just a lot of I don't know, like no, I feel I will skip this because this is just going to get me into this what is called a and blow my nose. Yeah. So let me see. Yeah, I think it's just going to bring the mood down again if I do that. So let's skip the problem. And then, who is the best person you've ever met? What made them the best? Huh. Let me think. Hmm. Maybe one of my two grandfathers. Because I don't know, like, I mean, this usually is like usual, right? That grandparents always spoil their grandkids. Yeah, so probably that. It's between that or I guess I don't know, either my sister or my cousin. Because they take good care of me. I feel like that is, the kind of thing that I've kind of forgotten by being away for a bit too long. I just kind of forgot that people can, people are capable of, caring for others without expecting anything back. So yeah, there's a count match. I missed two. Did I miss two? Um, should I be worried? SG mix marks. No. I mean these are this, and then CTC sync. Oh, processor. Wait, do I care about this? Maybe I don't. Oh, maybe I. Wait, do I? Slightly confused. I think I do for one of them, right? But maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. Yeah. I mean, I can select off and say I don't. Okay. Where are we? Yeah. Right. Okay. So yeah, maybe one of our family members that kind of reminds me that you can care for someone without wanting anything back. As opposed to a back in, let's say, undergrad, people approach you because they, I don't know, because you have something to offer them, maybe tutoring or whatever. And a um even in work, to some extent, people approach you because you have the expertise that they don't, kind of thing. Yeah. So yeah, I mean that is, yeah. So I think this is kind of this familial thing that is maybe yeah. Yeah, I guess in terms of this I don't know, this topic, I guess the other funny thing is that I don't know, like, right, I really don't know because, like, yeah, maybe I'll never know. No, this is fine. Let's just move on. So what was the other question again? The next question. Um, what question would you really like answered? I mean, there's a lot, right? I mean, a lot of research questions and a lot of philosophical questions. Like I don't know, like of course, first of all, like which religion is the correct one, if any of them is, and then or if all of them is not correct, then what would be correct? That, I mean, spirituality, or maybe like scientifically speaking, like how do we, like what is the just like how is um you know um what is it called, the in terms of all of our research projects, like especially theory ones, because for programming ones we still have to do it, but for theory ones, like mathematical ones, it's like how to, like how to finish those projects. or I guess not even our own projects, right? Just like all the hard problems, like Riemann hypothesis, or like a lot of other open problems in math. That and I'm sure in physics as well. Yeah, I think like if I really think about like what questions do I want answered, maybe I would just give very boring and answers like that, either something philosophical, spiritual, or something scientific. Um, and but either way, it will be one of those very hard problems that we, as a society, have spent a lot of energy thinking about and has not found the answer so far. Yeah, or hasn't. I mean, people think they have found the answer, but there's no, no consensus so far. Uh, on the religion stand. I mean, yeah. So yeah, yeah. I guess also some stuff about consciousness and AIs, right? Like, are AIs really alive, kind of thing? I mean, right now they are just not conscious and not alive, but like one day will AIs be alive and in whatever way, and if they are conscious and alive, then how do we live with AIs? So yeah, things like that, right? Yeah. Um, I told you already, but the other question is if I have only one more year to live, then what would I do for my last year? Yeah, that is really funny. I don't know. Um, yeah, because there's so much more I want to do in terms of like, I don't know, research and streaming and all of that. Yeah. So if I have only one year left, then I have to give up on all of it, of course. Um, yeah, so what would I do if I have just one year? What can I do in one year? Um, I guess it also depends on if I get one good year, as in healthy, and still able to, move around and be productive and things like that, or if I just have, or if my body is just going to fall apart, like halfway through that, and spend the other half in the hospital. Yeah, and I don't know, like I feel like let's say I get one good year, what do I do, right? I guess, mm, huh. Mm, maybe eat a little bit better, but besides that, maybe try to see if I can finish my degree, and and that's it, right? Because I mean that will take up one year, and that seems doable. And there's probably, I mean, of course, there's also the other obvious things to do, like making peace with a lot of things. But then besides that, like if I take just like a week or two, just making peace with with what I want to make peace with, and then. Oh, and then there's just too much to finish. The thing is that with one year, I either finish the video game programming or finish my degree, but not both. Um, or I finish neither. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, but I feel like I probably be, I guess, rational in that way, and kind of just say that okay, a either like if I promise some people some stuff like the programming, like finish building a game or this or that, then I should a yeah, Then maybe I actually spent the last year on like, I don't know, game dev and drop out of grad school, or vice versa, or the other way around. I basically just a what is it called? A Yeah, I think what I will do is probably just a drop all my projects, drop all my current projects except one, and try to see if I pick one that I can finish reasonably within 1 year and go from there. Yeah, is maybe what I would do, because I mean the thing is that, like, I don't know, besides eating a little bit better, there's really not much that I'm, you know, going for. I mean, with just 1 year, there's no point, yeah, there's no, no any kind of, how should I say it? Yeah, no point doing some obviously selfish things. So yeah. Hmm. Anyways, so what was the hardest decision you've ever made? I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of my decisions are just going with the flow. And so I feel like I've never made any like very meaningful decisions so far. Like, like growing up in Taiwan, and then going to a high school in the US. I mean, my family say this would be good for me, and so why not? So I do it. And then, I mean, which college to go to? I mean, I wanted to go to one college, but my family wanted me to go to the other one, so I go to the one they want me to go to. And then yeah, and then there's this a job search nonsense after, after undergrad, where I kind of just went to whatever job that would take me until this video game design thing. But I also didn't feel like there was a hard decision. I feel like there was more just just a keeping a promise and kind of doing what I kind of trying to finish what I set out to do, even if I did not actually finish, and I'm still doing it right now. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe there was a funny enough, I guess, maybe I just have never made a very hard decisions. I mean, I've made decisions, but I don't think I've made hard ones. This is right? Okay, yeah, should be. So this is okay, and then the other one, it's just this, right? Um, yeah, I just realized that. I mean, I realized earlier, but all of this has to, has to follow a same pattern. Yeah. Anyways, so where are we? I guess attempting to answer more, attempting to go through more of this. What is it called? This funny, yeah. All right. I don't know. Do I say more about like difficult decisions, because I really feel I did not make any. Um, or I don't know. Sorry. I feel like the other thing is, like, I mean, I mentioned, I feel like, I mean, I am obviously alive and I'm obviously human, but I feel like I did not really live, if that is one way to put it. Like, I did not really live, so I did not really make any decisions, any like significant, meaningful decisions. So yeah, um, oh, maybe the hardest decision I have is like a oh no no, the of course the hardest decision is the one that I made, that that I just forgot. Um right? Having like a being happy with well, initially with anime, and then with an Oshi VTuber. Happy as in this, in the happily ever after sense. Um that might be the hardest decision that I've made. and a lot of took quite a bit of time and energy to come to terms with that. Well, I mean, even if I the thing is that to go for something real, instead of the fake thing that I'm doing right now, I mean, the door is never fully closed, but I just cannot see myself, for example, like spending however long just like scrolling on dating apps or whatever, and then meeting someone who I probably won't care about, and go from there. Or or just being with someone just because I'm lonely or this or that, and and trying to be happy that way. I feel like all of it is just not going to work if I went that way. So it's like a you know, wait, what? This is, am I looking at the wrong clock? This is this, and this is, wait, what? So just quick look at this. So this is this. So this is 100. Yeah. Okay. Good. Probably should we rename PLs for consistency. But yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that was probably the hardest decision, I guess, was actually this internal. I mean, I don't even know if I want to call it consistency, because I mean, at the end of the day, we are human, and that makes us very inconsistent creatures. But it is like, um, yeah, just being, I guess, just figuring out how do I regulate my own state of my own mental state, I guess. And sanity. Yeah, and decide to live in a way that will, I mean, in the way that requires myself to kind of keep track of how much sanity I have, or how much of it have I lost, and use my sanity to kind of mitigate the everyday, what is it called, what life throws at me by being alive. Yeah. Yeah, anyways, so there is that. And then yeah, what's wrong with society? Good question. So what is wrong with society? A lot, right? I mean, yeah, I guess that is the other funny thing. So I've lived in, I mean, not even lived, like, I visited Germany for one, for one, for one summer. I mean, of course, it was a research thing, so I just spent most of that summer just, locking myself in the lab and, programming. So maybe I'm not claiming I have anything deep here, but basically, it's like people are just living a lot, like society is just a lot more reasonable there, for I guess lack of better way of talk about it. Like for example, like the groceries are a lot cheaper, and a because governments are subsidizing it. So people are, living a people are getting paid what they should be paying, and living, I guess living with dignity is maybe right way to put it. Yeah, so it's a situation where, I mean, it is still capitalistic, of course, but it's not the kind of ruthless capitalism that you have in the US. Yeah, and yeah, sorry. As opposed to, in the US, because you have this like ruthless capitalism, like then like what I was saying, like a that people are paying like a lot in rent and in health insurance and this and that, so that people are, just not living well, I guess. And people are just working too much and being too stressful. Yeah, I feel like the other thing that I've noticed in EU, or this in Germany, is that people who, I mean, maybe I should put it this way, like, I mean, it's, yeah, maybe a good part is that have people who want work-life balance will get it. As opposed to, I mean, I don't want work-life balance, as you guys can see right now. I'm literally programming on a Thanksgiving day, but then, it's like in some societies, like like where I was living there, by having worked in a lab there, it feels like people, like people do have work-life balance and hobbies out of their jobs, and because of that, people are just happier, on the campus, and and people are just more laid back. To the I guess the most surprising thing is that, I mean, people are, I don't know, either very good at hiding their stress, or they're just not very, very, very stressed, or maybe it's a mix of the two. I don't know, but like they are doing all of this like cutting edge research that is supposed to be very hard and stressful, but then they are, they come to work, and they are still able to socialize and be friendly and be nice, and it's like they are either just not suffering, or they have a way to not spread their suffering, to like not take it out on people around them if they are suffering. And I feel like that is like what's healthy about societies like that. So yeah, I think, long story short, like people in the US are just too, I don't know, work too hard, and under this, like, what is it called, ruthless capitalism thing. And I mean, it's not even capitalism, it's just like so much competition. Like, I mean, like, if I'm not, I mean, I would be programming this right now anyways, but there's also the argument that if I weren't doing this, then well, somebody else would. Yeah, and am I falling behind, or this or that? I don't know. Or maybe I guess the other thing is that, do I care? Maybe I do care, maybe I don't care, I don't know. Yeah, anyways, I can do this and that, but then this is not a is this the only one? Let me just quickly scan it just to see what's going on here. What is this? Um, Funny looking. Okay. So I don't care about. Yeah, maybe I want to finish this after all. So I want to say that yeah, maybe this is what I want to say. Yeah, and I mean, I guess in terms of what's wrong with society, there's also, I mean, the other thing wrong with the U.S. society is like, a just a lot, right? Like, for example, like women's rights, and there's also a lot of I mean, women's rights, and what is it? LGBT rights, and yeah, I mean, this is just another, what is it called? Like rabbit hole to go into that I shouldn't. Because I mean, of course, right? Don't talk about politics on stream. So yeah, there is that, and then let me see. What's your yeah? Let's just move on. What's your favorite word? I don't know. Maybe I don't have one. Or do I have one? Let me think. I mean, I don't have one right now. Um, like, at least I don't have one off the top of my head. There is probably a chance I would be able to come up with one if I spend a bit of effort thinking. Let me see. I almost want to say parasocial as a joke, but yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, I don't have one. Okay, better read the words now. What's something you are terrible at streaming? Yeah, will I improve one day? Definitely. What are you hypocritical about? Good question. I don't know because I feel like it is something that if I knew, I would be consciously, a consciously trying to avoid it. Yeah, I mean, I guess something that is a bit funny. Oh, this is probably Illinois or long time ago. Yeah, but let me see. Like, why is I guess there is this other what is it called? This a other study that I've heard. Although this is a specifically about the what is it called? In the context of let's say racism or sexism or other prejudice. But basically people who believe that they are not prejudiced turns out to be the most like there's this like actual psychological study. I forgot what was the actual experimental like I forgot how they run the experiments, but basically their conclusion is that people who believe they are not not hypocrites are actually a turns out that they are actually the the more prejudiced. People who believe they are not prejudiced actually hold the most prejudice, and people who think that they are prejudiced or have this like a a implicit what is it called like uh yeah prejudice that they people who are aware of it would, you know, consciously try to fix it. At least that's one way to interpret the study. And because of that, people who are aware of their own shortcomings are, are the least a prejudice or this or that. So I feel like that is maybe, a the maybe I should say is the is what I'm hoping for or trying to get at. Basically, that I don't know that I am, I don't know, like, so it's like, yeah, because I don't know how to connect the dots right, but it's like a maybe a right way to think about it is that so we kind of should just know ourselves and know our own shortcomings so we can a so we can consciously try to correct them. And because I think I am trying to do that, I am not aware consciously of anything that I'm hypocritical about. Otherwise I would try to fix it actively. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I really don't know if this were a yeah. Anyways, moving on. What always makes dentists? Um I don't know. Um Smile? I feel I'm not the type of person to smile a lot. Um Certain memories, I guess, like the one I mentioned last time. I mean when I say last time, I mean yesterday. Where the ones back in undergrad, where my friends and I were playing League of Legends, and I was playing Soraka, which was like one of the only healers in the game at that point, and I was like, okay, or what was it again? yeah, I was like, health is good, have some health, and then in a complete deadpan way, and my friend was like, oh yeah, this is a store cup for you. Yeah, and also I guess it's just I don't know, just like certain a I think it's the kind of humor that people like Eric Rosen has. The guy's a chess player, by the way, and it's the kind of humor that I'm trying to replicate, and I think I'm somewhat successful doing that, but I don't know. Yeah, but I think it's things like that. Yeah. Like there's this one time or this as an attempt. Basically there was this one time where my friend was asking me why is the strawberry here in the States so much worse than the ones in Taiwan, and then I basically just answered in a straight way, like without like laughing there, basically just saying that yeah, this is going to taste better if you do what people do over here, which is a just add a bunch of like honey or sugar or whatever to it, then it will taste amazing. Yeah, so I think it's like humors like that I like. Yeah. Anyways, pick a zombie. Who do you wish were still alive? I mean, I will have to be what is it called? Be a bit biased and pick maybe one of the mathematicians or scientists. Maybe Galos. Yeah. Basically, the guy who died in like I don't know, either early 20s or like before he was 20 actually. It was a basically yeah what was last words like a don't cry to his brother. I forgot what is his brother's name, but basically telling his brother to not cry because it takes all the courage he has, all the courage he has to die at whatever age, 19. um 20, yeah. Last words to his brother Alfred were, yeah, don't whip Alfred, I need all my courage to die 20 young. Yeah, so I guess the question is also that who do I wish were still alive? Do I mean that they never gone through the experience that killed them? Or do I say pick a zombie literally means that well they are die and we're bringing them back to life? Because I think it might be the second situation might be a bit a more interesting. But either way, like I think it would be really nice if Galos, live past 20, because in his like very short, I mean, yeah, I mean relatively short, right? 20 years. Like during his 20 years of life, he did a lot of he did a lot of things that people study, like people who are like past 20 study, like people in grad school study what he came up with before 20, and people in grad school is like 24 or something. Yeah, so it's just impressive. Yeah. Anyway, so let me see. Yeah, let me see. I guess I could also send a different, what is called, send another picture to the yeah, why don't I send another picture to Junyi Senpai? And just say that, oh, this actually already looks so much better than before. That's amazing. So I want to do what? I want to I want to export this as what is it called? Export, and then a write BD layout, whatever PDF thing. Okay, so I want to do this, and then now I do have this, and then I just need to bring it back, right? So I need to do a maybe a different terminal. Anyways, yeah. Before I get completely distracted by this, yeah. Quite expensive thing. It's definitely worth it. A good laptop, a good piano. a something you use every day. Um, food like expensive food. Because I love eating. I love like I mean yeah, some food tastes really good. I mean, I guess it really also depends on what to buy is expensive. Like, I don't know, sushi tastes pretty good in Taiwan, but when we say expensive, I really like. Do we mean like a omakase, or do we just mean? No, I mean even omakase is worth it because in the right settings, probably not worth it if I'm just going out there to eat by myself. But if I'm out there eating with family, or trying to and or trying to I don't want to use the word like buy the favors or whatever, but basically a RST consolidated .pdf. Yeah, oh good, yeah. Yeah, what was I saying? Basically, oh, I need to say first. So what is it? What do I want to do here? Use a spinal HDL for a cake processor, a R resets. Yeah, okay, and then I take okay, yeah. To no, I need to download this first. Am I so lost? Oh, there we go. Yeah. So I need to download this because this is actually on the remote machine. So sorry, download. Except I don't know where would it be if I just okay, yeah, this fine. And then it should be here, right? RST. Yeah, I need to delete a bunch of unnecessary things. Um, yeah, I think all of these are not necessary anymore, and this is also not necessary. This is not, and then these are yeah, these are not needed. Yeah. Anyways, where was I doing? Oh, did the same thing again. Let me. Oh no, it's PDF. Okay, excellent. So I did put the what is it called file extension this time. Okay, maybe I can quickly send an update to my teammate, and then also use the restroom. So I would just be right back. I just realized that I might want to. Oh, I did not want to neglect. Well, whatever, doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm not sure if I. Maybe I can count this. Yeah. So this is two, and then yeah. Before I finish writing a message, 2 plus 3, 5, and then oh, this is going to be. I will double count and I'll be set. Let me see. Two. Then I need to figure out which ones to count. Yeah, let me count only these ones, the one in remove assignments or so two, and then a 2 plus 3, 5, 8, 11, 14, 17, 20, 23, 26, 28, 30, 31, 32, 35, 38, 37. No, 39, sorry. 30 and then 39, yeah. Um, 41, 43, 45. Actually, yeah, I think this is actually now I think about it, this is literally one to one correspondence with the clocks, right? So as many clocks I have, I will have the same number. Okay, yeah. So now let me get back to writing the message to my senpai. Yeah, into the mm, mm, I feel like yeah, no, I should just say I should just do a, BRB because I cannot, I cannot write in English while chatting in English. Okay, I sent the message to. Oh, maybe I can just close this now. I mean, it's not even a message, just literally just some random things on the Slack channel that they can either look now or they can look after Thanksgiving's over. So, what do we do next, right? What do we need to? We have this very nice thing. I mean, we set out to do part of. Actually, how long have we been at it now? 3 hours of this thing is tedious. Okay, good. Anyways, so what do we do next? Then I guess we deal with some of these loops. I guess, right? So there are like for example, there's this thing that loops from here to here, and there has to be something I can do about them. So that is one. But then what else how do I make this look better? Because I feel like this is a how should I say it? Yeah, I guess there are two problems. One is that there are still so many blocks, and I feel like, I don't know, like another 10 of these can be merged into there. So, I mean, I guess, I don't know, in the grand scheme of things, I'm not sure if it will matter. So, these RTO ones, so like 10, no, this is 8, 10, 13. 13 of them can be merged into here. But is the picture going to look any better with 13 less things on the screen? Maybe. Let's see. Let me think. So maybe. I guess the thing is that we're comparing this with with this oh wow, there are bikers being out there that is very loud. That is fine, I guess. So where am I? Where's the first step? I think that this, yeah, that is the what we started with. So I guess the question is really if this looks any better than this, and if it does, is there any way to? No, I mean this is. I mean, this looks a bit. I mean, yeah, I feel like that's a problem with this current effort. Like we're hoping that what we're doing actually make the thing a bit better. But I feel like what we're doing right now is just, a changing a terrible looking picture into something that is, I don't know if it's any less terrible. So yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah. So I guess maybe, I don't know, for a sake of argument, let's say if this are all gone, like if I had 10 less things, so let's say, I don't know, yeah, let's just arbitrarily say we have 10 less things, so let's say this entire section is gone. Is this going to look better than this? Maybe, I don't know. I feel like this thing is that by looking at this and comparing with this, we know this, like we see this has like a lot more blocks. Like you see, like there's a lot more blocks than this. But well, not a lot, right? If you stare at this, it's actually hard to say or how to see how many blocks have been eliminated. I mean, I guess there's this section, this like counts for like 10 blocks. But still, yeah. I'm not sure because I feel like if I merge a little bit more, if it will look any better or not. I guess the other thing is how are these things connected? Because I feel like a lot of these are just yeah, this is what it is. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like there are things that there's just no, how should I say it? Yeah, if my goal is to just make the picture look slightly better, as I know that's not a very good goal to optimize on, but then if I did anyways, then I'll be able to remove like I don't know 6 plus a at least 6 wires. How many more than 6? Um, are these loops? These are not loops, right? Yeah, I guess maybe let me just for the sake of maybe I shouldn't be color coded. Yeah, okay. So let me just randomly pick. Yeah, this is not a loop. This is a loop. So I guess the question is how many loops are there? Because if there's over a certain amount, then it's worth dealing with. But then if it's just, yeah, like this is not a loop. So, I'm not fully sure where is this going. Or I guess the things that I'm not sure what are we hoping for. I mean, of course, the final, what is it called? What we're hoping for the end is for this entire thing to be cleaned out. But then right now it's like, hmm, like this is just ugly in just a different way from the way why the other version is ugly. Also, did I lose my scroll thing? Like, why can I not scroll to the left anymore? Like, this is obviously not the Oh, so that was actually the boundary on the left. That is funny. Okay, so this is a yeah, I guess I'm just wondering if there's any low-hanging fruits. Like if I combine this in there and we a what is it called? A I feel like the thing might not work. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's all something we have to do sooner or later anyways, but still, yeah. Let me think. This uh yeah, I feel like at some point I need to eat, but I don't know if that should be now or not. Yeah. And also what to eat. I mean, the obvious answer is the just microwave something. Yeah. Then I feel like for lunch, there's got to be better things to do. I don't know, like maybe pasta. I can make pasta. I don't know. Let me see. Um, 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 um. I mean, this is not going to be as hard as yesterday. I would either just eat at home or eat out. I guess the question becomes if I want to chat and stay around while eating, or if I want to just take a break and be back later. Um, I think I would just, I don't know. Yeah, I think I would probably just take a break and be away and come back most likely later today. Yeah, so thank you all, and I